So I'm here back at the broadcast show set. We've got Klaus here from Grass Valley. Hiya, Klaus.
Hello.
Now you come to talk to us a bit about what Grass Valley are talking to your prospective clients here at BVE. I've got a couple of questions I want to throw at you and see how we do. Obviously, we wanted to talk about camera imaging and how is it impacting the TV industry at the moment?
Yeah, up until recently, all the broadcast cameras used for live productions was using CCD images. But in all the other industries, from the digital cinematography to the mobile phones and the digital still cameras, all use CMOS already. And there's a pretty good reason for that one, why it took so long in the live production environment to get the CMOS technology up and running. And one of the main points is the manufacturing processes, which is needed to get enough transistors inside the pixel to produce a global shutter behavior. And the rolling shutter, which was always seen as the limiting factor for CMOS technology to be used in live sports, which are, as you know, a fast-moving thing. So, and the tilting lines by fast-moving objects was always seen as a limiting factor. But with the latest developments in CMOS technology, this is solved. And it gives one unique advantage because CMOS images always had the same sensitivity in progressive and interlace modes, which is not the case in a CCD, which was actually a disadvantage in the CMOS in the old days of interlace television. But now, since all the new formats, 3G formats, 1080p 50, but also the 4K, 8K are all progressive formats, and then it's becoming a disadvantage now of the CCD. So it means the CMOS already deliver in 1080i now an equal or better performance as CCD, but in 1080 progressive, it's outperforming CCD by far.
So moving on, let's say talk about signal transmission. What do you see as the trends as far as signal transmission are going nowadays?
I mean, there is a trend towards fiber networks. So it means most of HD cameras are now based on fiber cables, but still there are a lot of triax cables around. And that's something where our customers still need to figure out how to solve that problem, how to use this pre-wired venues in a good way. Another thing is also there's a lot of applications where the reliability and dependability of the triax cables is really a key important thing. And again, up until recently, it was not possible to handle 3G formats, for example, over triax. Therefore, we invested in a new generation of transmission solution. We call it a 3G transmission solutions, which is based on a triax and a fiber transmission system and giving you, independent from the cable, the same feature set, the same functionality, and the same format support, including the 3G formats. And you can use both systems in combination to each other. So we have field converter boxes which converts from one fiber, for example, dark fiber to hybrid fiber, or from hybrid fiber to triax, or the other way around. And it's independent from which combination you use. You always have the same performance and the same feature set. And that offers a lot of new possibilities, even towards the topic remote productions, which is, of course, not triax-based, which need to be fiber-based, but it still can be combined with triax cable inside the stadium, for example.
So we've talked about the front end of the camera and we talked about the transmission. Let's talk about the bit in the middle of the camera itself. Have you got anything new coming up?
Yes, we have introduced at the last IBC the LEX line, or LEX series. It's a new camera platform. And the interesting part is it is, even so, it's still a classical broadcast camera with dockable adapters and so on, but still it's a platform where a customer can choose functions, functionality and feature set depending on the requirements, and he always gets the same hardware and he gets just a different set of software features. So we have three basic models, the Premier, the Elite and the WorldCam, and depending on the model you get a different amount of format supports or a different feature set optimized to certain applications. But even if you start with the lowest model, which is a Premier at the moment, which might be okay for your today's requirements, and if your requirements would increase over the time and you would then need to have the feature set of a higher model, it's just a software upgrade. It's like a PC. You buy a certain hardware and you can upgrade the software easily, and you can just keep it always on the level of performance as you need it.
Klaus, that's great. Now, if people want to find out more information about everything we spoke about, obviously they haven't been able to get to the show and see you. Is there a website they can go to?
Yes, of course. We at Grass Valley have www.grassvalley.com, and under the press section you find a section called White Papers, and there is a new camera white paper which covers all the things I talked very briefly here: new imaging technology, new transmission technologies, and the new camera platform.
Klaus, thank you very much. The website link is just below me. Go and have a look. You'll find out all the information about what me and Klaus have just talked about. Of course, everything we've been doing here at BVE 2013, you will find at our website, which is broadcastshow.com.